Before the coronavirus shut down gyms across the country, East County resident Joanne Allen would take group exercise classes 4 to 5 days a week as part of her morning routine.
Really, the reason I started working out years ago is I had 3 young kids and had experienced a couple anxiety attacks, and I had never had that before, never experienced it, but a friend had suggested that I should try going to the gym and how much that would help. So I did. I started going to the gym years ago, and I just noticed right away my mood, my energy levels, everything. It was my therapy. So when everything shut down, I didn't know what to do. Our whole world, I feel like, was in a state of anxious feelings and unknowns.
One of Allen's instructors, Alexis Martin, who's been teaching group exercise for 12 years, felt that same uncertainty.
I kind of got into a funk. I stopped working out. You know, we would walk our dogs. We have 3 dogs, but I wasn't motivated. And I think, like everybody else, I started contributing to liquor stores a lot more and not focusing on what I needed physically and emotionally through workout. And I have several clients that are friends that come to my classes regularly who started to text me, "We miss you, we wish you would do something, we wish we could see you."
Originally leery of teaching fitness online,
I am not tech savvy at all.
Martin came around when her nieces convinced her to look into Zoom.
I didn't know what Zoom was. I looked into it. I started researching. I started looking at YouTube to see, how this looks and what this is like, and realized it really wasn't that difficult. So I reached out on Facebook to a lot of my clients who jumped on right away.
Martin began offering live classes through Zoom 3 times a week, focusing on in-home workouts using minimal equipment.
And then from there, we're going to do 5 upper body Tabatas. So we're going to blast out the legs, and then we're going to go right into the upper body.
At first, about 6 women joined. Now there's around 25 at any given time. A few are former clients who have since moved to other states, but most are from San Diego, including Allen.
When Alexis started these classes, right away I was so grateful that I knew that I could show up Monday, Wednesday, Friday at 8:30. She would be there with her classes and all the same people I was working out with, and we'd get to see each other, work out, and talk and have our community.
3, 2, 1, done. Oh my gosh, you guys, that was awesome. I think the silver lining with all this is that we get to still be a community. We still get to share. We get to do something positive for ourselves and for our families, because let's face it, a lot of these women are moms that are home with their kids, and they're trying to homeschool, and they're trying to build these different activities and the hobbies and stuff with these kids they've never had to do before. And this is a great stress reliever for them.
During this pandemic, when communities are required to stay home, exercise is sometimes the only reprieve people get throughout the day. But it doesn't come without challenges, including kids, equipment, and a lack of space.
Our first couple classes on Zoom, it was pretty funny. Some of us, like myself, didn't have any gym equipment. It was sold out everywhere I went. So we really had to make do with what we had. So when we were lifting things heavy, we had things like laundry detergent bottles I've used. I know some of the moms were using wine bottles as weights, which was pretty funny. And we really had to get used to the Zoom app. We all have kids, and a lot of the kids are younger, so we had to learn how to mute the mics and really make a space for ourselves where we could work out and have minimal kid interactions, but we had some funny outtakes with kids.
It's real life happening all together in our homes, and we're sharing a much more intimate side of ourselves with each other, which I think is beautiful.
Martin is able to rely on her husband's income during this pandemic. She does not charge for these Zoom classes. Instead, she says she gets as much out of it as her students. It's yet another example of the way people have responded during this crisis, by looking out for themselves and one another.
I do this for free. I do this because I need to work out, and I don't push myself as hard by myself. And now I have to get up Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. I have to have a plan for what I'm going to do. And I have to be my best at it, because now I have people watching me and following along. And they're the worst production value videos you've ever seen. It is home video 100%. There's no great beginning or ending, but you know what? The content is there, and I'm not putting it up for the whole world. I'm putting it for people that I know that ask me, hey, I want to work out. Okay, here's the link to my video. And they're like, oh my gosh, thank you so much. That was so great. It's so great hearing your voice. I think a lot of people feel alone, like they're going through this by themselves, and they're not.